So I also wanted the government to look into it, to help see that his reality can be gotten and given to his family. At least he has a father, a mother, a son, and a wife. I don't know whether these things I did were wrong. That was what truly happened. So I'm still coming back. Oh, let me finish. So they asked me to write everything I know down, and I wrote. Then they brought out a video, a 3-second video of where I said, "Naira Marley, this is not London, where you think you can do and get in with anything. Hey, power lomo, Kelogbi." They said I accused him of murdering Mohbad. I said no. I said this is a 3-second video. I said unfortunately this video has been for a while now, so I can't remember word for word, but I know that in this same video, me, I'm a Yoruba woman. The problem that I was saying was that you guys cannot kill this guy emotionally, spiritually, and physically because of the bullying. And not physically, mentally rather, because of the bullying. Right? They said, okay, I should write it down. I wrote it down. My lawyer now said, you cannot base your judgment on a 3-second video. This video was very long, so we need to watch everything. And I said, because in this same video that you are claiming, I said it that. I said, le pasaye, then you could long. I said, I'm a Yoruba woman. Do you understand? And that is how we speak. I said, but in the same video, I said, I'm not saying I'm the one that killed him. I'm talking about the bullying. That, okay, you did not bully him, and your manias were bullying him, and Samklef was bullying him, what did you do? I said, you need to come and explain what you did. I said, at least I remember some of the words. Because at that time when I was there, I had not even watched the video in a very long time, but I could remember what I had said. I said, but if I had concluded within myself that Naira Marley was the one that killed Mohbad, I would not have written a petition to ask that his body be exhumed now. There would have never been anything like coroner inquest because he was already buried, cemented, safe. And if there was no coroner inquest, now that they said, oh, he's not guilty for his murder, would that have happened? Would he himself have gotten justice on the murder side? I'm not talking about the bully side now. If I, Iyabo, my foundation did not write and push, I did not just write and send you. I was going there, back and forth. We were on phone calls with the authorities. So, if I just had concluded in my head that you did it, I would not have pushed for that. The officer said I should write it down. Now there's a video. They put a camera in front of me, and there's a camera there. So everything I'm saying, if they want to prove it in court, is there. Then I wrote it down. Then they asked about, they showed me another video where I said, Naira Marley, that is it that one that drugged my children, put drugs in their food and drinks I want to be talking to. Did I say that? I said, yes, I said that. I said I did. Because innocently, I went to help this boy called DJ Splash. When we got there, the first thing DJ Splash said when he saw me was like, I have helped your son before. I was like, you know Festus? He said yes. Because me, I don't know him. When I was doing the live was when I heard something was also wrong with one of the boys that lived in Naira Marley's house. And people were like, I should please help the boy, I should please help the boy, we should not let this boy die and all that. I was like, okay. They sent the number of the brother to me. I called the brother and I asked for him to send the address and I went there. Thank God I did not go alone. I went with media. I went with my production team. Yes, I went with my PA. I went with one of my friends, and I went with some police officers. So I did not go there alone. When I got there, immediately the Splash saw me. He said, Mama, I know you. I said, me, I don't know you. I thought maybe he was talking about me being an actress. He said, no, I know your son. He said, your son had come to the Marley's house before, where I was there. And in fact, I was one of the people that helped him. I said, which of my son? He said, Festus. I said, okay, helped him as at how? Now, I had already done the video. I was just there to see DJ Splash to help him out. I never knew anything of this had ever happened. When I'm not mad, me, I will know. Iyabo, they come. So, I said, oh yeah, speak. The media person wanted to start recording. I said, no, wait, don't record, though. Because I don't want this to be all about me. We came here to help this boy. Whatever he has to say that is related to my children or myself, let me hear it personally first. Because I don't want to mix it up. Because that time it was justice for Mohbad, right? So he said that Festus came to the house with Mohbad's manager, who was then Marley's former manager, the lady, S.I., if I'm not mistaken with her name. Then Festus' drink was spiked. I said, spiked as at how? He said, yes. There's something that they call, I'm trying to remember the name of the thing, M something, I don't know. You know, like it's a drug that they put it in drinks and in foods and in everything, that they did it today, that they do it as a normal thing there. I said, was Festus aware that they put some? He said, no, normally nobody's always aware. It's only them that live in their house that know about it. So when Festus drank that thing, Festus started acting funny, he was dozing off. And they wanted to record him, so he stood in front of them and said he should not do that. They wanted to collect his phone, but he took the phone on their behalf, and they were laughing, they were making jest of him while he was, trying to get himself. And then he dozed off at a point, but he tried to make sure that, they did not record him. He tried to make sure that, he collected his phones. One side of me was like, maybe because at that time, the Gislas had mental health. I was like, okay, maybe because this boy has mental health, he doesn't know what he's saying. Maybe he's just talking. One side of me as a mother was very, very angry. But I didn't want to be distracted. I wanted us to at least administer the help we came to do. So I said, okay, you know what? Festus is doing fine, is in Turkey. I'll see to it. But right now, let's see to you. What is your story? And I told him, don't talk about Festus, let's talk about you. Then I asked that the camera starts moving. And then that was when he did his interview. We went live, we did everything. Immediately he said what he had to say. The mom said what they had to say. The brother, everybody. I called on a doctor who handles cases that have to do with, drug-related mental health. He works with the Lagos State government and he has his own private hospital. And I've known him for years. I think I brought him on my show before, Goldmind. And I called upon him to say, sir, please. Because of my foundation, a lot of young ones that I see out there that we help, I always refer them for treatment. That's my only little quarter that I don't even come and talk about on social media. So I said, you know what, sir, I want to bring your boy to you. The mom will bring him. I'll give them the address and the phone number, please. This boy needs treatment. He's not doing fine, and we need you to help him. And I sent the first part statements to him. And I said, whatever it is, that is the other payment, please forward it to me when he comes to see you. Because treating patients that have any mental health related issue is not a cheap treatment. So what did I do after that? Immediately that was done, his account was put out there because I saw their living conditions. I saw that the mom could not, she didn't have anything. They could not take care of this boy, So I asked, she put her own account, and well-meaning Nigerians donated their own quarter lessons to them. And I told her, please use this money for his treatment. Treating this boy is not it's not going to be cheap. So please use it wisely. Get him enough food. Just, if at the end of the day the money is not enough, let me know. I would support in my own little way. Her account statements are there. I'm sure that if they request for DJ Splash Mom today and ask her to print out all her bank statements, if there's any part that she transferred money to me or any account that seems shady, they can investigate it. Rather, I was the one supporting financially. Even at the time I requested for DJ Splash accounts, where I think I sent him not once, not twice, money in my own little way. So that one went. We did that. I said, so that day, I was very angry. I was talking to my son. Because when I left, I don't think I've even left there when I was calling Festus. He said he was in class. Later, I said, okay, when I get home, I'll call you. Festus, what happened? Festus said, oh, Mom, just leave it. You know me, I don't want any social media drama. At least your son is fine. At least I'm okay. It's okay. I'm fine. Don't worry. Let it go. Thank God. Be thanking God. Your son don't do anything. So Priscilla had to call me. I said, Mom, but I first don't like trouble. Yes, it happened, but Mom, just let it go. Let's not be distracted. At least but Festus is doing fine. So let's just, but as a mother, I was angry. And I was not only angry, I was angry because I had also sent young boys to him, at least 2. Fabians, who he signed for a while and then they went apart, who also suffered a kind of mental breakdown at a point. So I could now relate. The other one, thank God, was my cousin, is it nephew? My nephew, but that one just went there and thank God he doesn't do that kind of songs. Do you understand? So that one left. I was just trying to help and I was like, But I was still, I was angry. Then I got a call. Jigon, I am sorry. I would have to say this, right? Because I already said it when I went to the police in Abuja. Then I got a call from Jigon. And then Jigon confirmed to me that it did happen, and it was the one that even saved Festus. That I should ask Festus. That it was the one that took Festus, took him to the toilet. Do you understand? Made him vomit everything, and then took him into the car so that he was the one who took it, and he warned Festus never to come there again. That Jigon was the one that confirmed it to me, and that's when I was like, okay, so this actually happened. Then I was driving that day. I was very angry that day. I was talking, and then I saw Very Dark Man's post about failed actress, no failed actress. I was angry already. That's why you could see that I could not even wait to get where I was going. I did a live video where I blasted, where I insulted his mom. And then I made mention of that. Immediately after that video, my children started calling, Mommy, we have begged you now. We have told you just let it go. I said, okay, I will let it go. But I am a mother. I will be angry. I will be angry because I'm a single mother. What if Festus lived in Nigeria and after his dream had been spied, and then he now starts going back there because, you know, drugs, he could start getting addicted to it, and then my son ends up a junkie. Is it not the same Nigeria that will say, oh, she's a useless mother, she's a failed mother, oh, she's a this mother, she's a that mother? I wanted to come out so bad to talk about it, to fight against it, but my children said no. Jigon also advised all the people in the group that knew about it. Also, everybody advised me to just, Mama, your son is doing fine, so just leave this aside. Now, I had already done my video. We already had started the Justice for Mohbad movement. We were supposed to do a walk. Then I got a call that we should not do that work because it will be hijacked. Right? For that work, they donated some small money to do t-shirts, to, you know, buy water, you know, because obviously people were thirsty, medical things, in case glucose, everything. But later when the work was cancelled and then there was a candle night, we said, okay, they will use it for the candle night. But I still wanted to pursue. Because it's one thing for you to write to the right authorities. It's another thing for you to pursue it. To pursue it, to make sure that it's being carried out. So we started. Then I got a call from someone saying that Kesolu was angry, that he said, I want to do everything alone. I'm carrying the matter on my head alone. Said, I don't understand. Anybody that wants to, we only opened the group. When I did my first video, I called on everybody. And we have a group. Because I'm not going to be talking to everybody one by one. We must form a group now. So we have that group. That group was for the peaceful work. But even after they've cancelled the peaceful work and they've asked us to come to their office and everything, whoever wants to join in the Justice for Mohbad movement can still join. You know what? I'll open another group. We'll call it the Concerned Citizens, right? Anybody that wants to be part of it can be part of it. It's not a battle I can fight alone. So why do I want to fight it? I just started it, but I've called on anybody. So me and Kesolu, we made peace. We're all in the group. So there was two groups, because the first one was for the work. The second one was to continue the Justice for Mohbad process, which was a 4 or 5 course agenda. Right? So we went on and on. That's why you could see that those days I would say, let's just ignore the distractions. Before they started coming out to bully me, I had someone in their own group that already had told me that, Mama, they are going to come for you. This and this and this and this and this and this. But just concentrate on what you are doing. So when different bloggers and people started coming for me and everything, I wasn't too surprised at all. Very dark, man. Your video, you did videos before I came out to do videos. And I saw your videos. So when you switched, you didn't just easily switch. You were just telling me, oh, this woman that went here, some people were attacking something at the back, those boys, You were a bit rude in your delivery, but I still understood the message that you were trying to pass at that time, that those boys that when I went to eventually greet them, Mama Mohbad and the wife in the house, I went back, I watched the videos, and then I called CP, at that time, it was a CP. Retired now as the AIG. I called him, sir, please watch this video, this voice, da, 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 da. They said all of them have been invited for questioning, for interrogation. I said, sir, please, do you mind me still getting their names and then still sending it again? And he said, okay. I should send it to the officer in charge. I heard the man is late now. Then. Is it Ayila? I can't remember his name. Which I did. I got all their names and I forwarded it. And when I was even putting their names there, I put Umi's name there. I put the brother Adura's name. I put everybody's name again. And I forwarded it again to them. And I called the man then. And he said he has received it. And you know, they said, I came out to say, oh, they said anybody that has any information or any video, anything, I think I dropped a number at that time. All the videos, everything that was sent, I kept forwarding it to the police people. Because, you know, later I went with some of my team and my colleagues. We went to see the CP then. It was a CP then. We televised everything. Everything was in the know. And I said it from day one that whatever it is that I am doing, I will be transparent with it. We will be showing it. And we went there. I explained everything to this policeman and the other people that were there. I said yes. So. I said it because as a mother, what am I supposed to say? Have you forgotten that even Mama Mohbad said it in her video that when she goes there, her son used to tell her not to eat or drink anything in their house. Mama DJ Splash also said the same thing. That when she goes there, her son used to tell her, don't eat or drink anything in their house, that everything is laced. And I asked Wumi. Wumi said the same thing. My son said the same thing. Chigo said the same thing. So what am I supposed to say? As a mother. Everybody's lying. Can everybody be lying? And the officer said, why did I take it up? I said, I wanted to. My children said no. So I left it and I was pursuing the case I was pursuing. And we did that. So they showed me another video where I said, Samlari, Kineko, Opa. Yes, because I could see the bullying. Opa saying now, because you bullied the boy. If you say you did not beat the boy, at least we saw when you tapped the boy and the boy got up in fear. We heard what you said. I said, officer, maybe you don't understand Yoruba. Let me interpret what he said. He said he's not going to live here today. An elderly man like that. Are you expecting me to see that video and not be angry? Are you expecting me to see the video and just look away? Maybe in future now, I'll be looking away. Right? But that time, I was angry and I said what I said. Because there was another video about the way he was beaten in a club. We saw the videos and we saw the aftermath of that video same day. They asked me, where did I see all these videos? I said, his manager sent me all the videos. Mohbad's manager. I have all the videos and I still have them. And I told the officer I will send everything to you. So I said it. But the pastor I was talking about was the bullying. Not that he killed Mohbad, like physically. Not that they were there when Mohbad died. No. And I have repeatedly said it in my videos. That I'm not saying that Marley killed Mohbad. But what did he do when he was being bullied? Why was a petition written? Why did Mohbad have to write a petition against Naira and Sam Larry? Why did he have to sing it in his song?
Why did
Why did he do this on his body? Because some people will say, he also said if he died, they should hold Wumi. But we didn't see any video of where Wunmi, physically was beating him. Or we didn't see any video where he went to write a petition. Or we didn't see any video where he was in the hospital. They were administering treatments to him and he was saying, see what Wunmi did to me. I said, it's different. I said, but if the police people feel that video he also made about Wunmi is something that they can look into, they should please look into it. That video was also tendered. And the voice note was also tendered. The voice note that came out about him saying, if anything should happen to him, they should hold Wunmi responsible. It was also, and I questioned Wunmi on that. Wunmi said she was the one that was even recording him. But she used her then friend's phone to record. It wasn't like it was Mohbad that recorded it. And it wasn't like Mohbad leaked it. She was the one that took her friend's phone and was recording him when he was saying those things. And it was the friend that leaked it. That was her story. And this same story she told me, I told the police. In fact, when I called them to find out that as Wunmi come for interview, they said she has come and they've asked her to come again, that she's on her way. I called Wunmi. Wunmi, are you on your way there? She said, yes, she's on her way there. I made sure, at least for me, about 3 to 4 times, Wunmi was going back and forth. The police station is, what's this police station in, what's this place called? Is it the Butemeta area? All these things are on record. There's nothing I'm saying that is not on record. Social media is to give awareness. You can't get justice on social media.
Okay.
You can't. You have to push for it. But you have to allow the right authorities to handle it. Which I did. When they brought up the issue of the... Sorry, I've deviated. I'm supposed to go back to that one. When they brought the issue of the CCTV camera, I called the police people and I asked them. They said there was no engine there. It was just, in Lekki, a lot of all these people, when you rent houses or buy houses, even when I bought my own house, they put those camera things there, but there was no engine, there was no wire. I had to, in fact, I took out the one they put, they had to put new ones. I ran the wire, put the engine, everything
Mohbad
there.
has repaired his own.
Mohbad
has repaired his own before he died.
So, when the police says there's nothing like that, am I supposed to come and formulate that there's something like that? I don't understand. If the police says there's nothing like that, and the family says there's nothing like that, and I did not see anything like that, am I supposed to come up and say there's something like that? Now, there's one thing I want to also talk about that I hear people say every time about. I said Mohbad died in their house. When I asked all of them, as at the time Mohbad collapsed and you people went to look for a car, which was, I think they said the nurse said she was going to get antidotes or something. Then Adura and Wunmi, they went out to look for a car. They said Mohbad's car was bad at that time. The mechanic was working on it. I asked, at the time you people carried Mohbad from the house into the car to the hospital, because at the time they said they had to put him on the Okada when there was traffic, and they had to put him on the Okada. I said, was he talking? Was he responding? Was he moving? Was he doing anything? They said no. But when they got to the hospital, they took him in, and 15 minutes later, the doctor came out to say he was dead. I said, but at the time that you guys were in the car taking him out, did he? He said no. So that was why I made that statement. Do you understand? That was why I made that statement when I was doing that one of my videos like that. Let me go back to the police that invited me for Naira issue. After I was after I did my statement, gave my statements, yes. After I did my statements, they asked me about Sam Larry asked me. So there was 3 questions they asked me, don't forget. They showed me a 3 seconds video of what I said. I said he killed Mohbad. And I explained myself. They showed me another video about where I talked about my children's food and drinks list. Then they showed me the 3rd video, right? About Sam Larry. And then they asked me, am I guilty or not guilty? I said, I'm not guilty. I first of all said, are you the judge to be asking me if I'm guilty or not? They said, no, that is his own way. He has to ask me. This is an interrogation. I said, okay, I'm not guilty. He said, I should write it down. And I wrote it down. I'm not guilty. So what does that mean? That means if they want to go to court, let us go to court. That was on a Wednesday. So when I was done writing, I said, okay, what's next? They said, you want to talk to me. They have a camera in that interrogation room. So there's nothing I'm saying that is new or anything. It's there. He said he wants to talk to me. He put up, because they had a phone in front of me that was recording me, so he put up that phone. But I saw that they had a camera in that office. And he said he wants to talk to me. My lawyer was there. 2 other men were there. He said he wants me and the Marley to settle. So that's an ideal, right? They're trying to settle. I said, is it the Marley that told you they want to settle? You just feel that I should settle. He said, your daughter just got married, madam. I really don't feel that there's a need for you guys to go to court. Because you go to court, it will be a long thing. You guys will be dragging here to there to there, da. But as a mother, I want you to look into this matter and see how you can help this boy. Everything I'm saying, no, they can go and play their camera. It's there. If they are not going to doctor it though. If they are not going to remove anything from it too. And I said, help. I don't understand how you want me to help him. You want me to come out and say sorry for a 3 seconds video? I've not watched it. You said no. See, let's leave this. All this thing, let's leave it. I'm talking to you one-on-one. So they started counseling, because I will call it counseling. They wanted me to see the effect at which all this justice for Mohbad has affected him, his career. His music is no longer, it's no longer listening to him. It was a whole lot. I was there for hours. I said, okay, no wala. Can you allow me just, go think true about it and everything? He said, no. He really, really wants me to settle with Marley and help him. I said, okay, I will look into it. There's no wala. I don't hate Naira. I've never met him before. As at that day when I was talking to them, I've never met him before. I don't hate him, but I'm just angry. Seeing that video, the boy is dead. And I felt if he had said, stop, there would have been a stop to it. That's what I feel. He said, no, it's not what I think, blah, 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 blah. The officer was trying to make me see reasons. So I said, okay, no one. Then he said, hey, I also want you to settle with very dark man. I said, no. I said, it's very dark man to write his own petition. He said, no, that very dark man is their person, but he just feels like him and very dark man, they've spoken, so he just feels like, I should just make peace with everybody. Do you understand? And just, forget all this fight thing and just let everything go. I said, are you aware of the numerous defamatory statements that very dark man has made towards me. He said it's away, but you can see that I'm a very nice person, that we should just let it go and let peace reign. Everything I'm saying, no, is on camera. So there's no need for me to add one or two to it. I said, that one I have to go and think about it upside, because the officer was really very nice. Officer Suleiman, he was really very nice to me. I was like, So I was trying to connect. Marley, Samklef, very dark man. I said, I would think about it. So after all said and done, they told me, oh, Naira could not come because they thought I was not going to come. I said, Before we left Lagos, I called you, sent you a message that I really in Lagos. When I landed Abuja, I called you. So how would they think or thought that we're not coming? He said, well, I should just come back tomorrow, that they are going to grant me bail on self-bail because of the way I have been and everything. Normally, I'm supposed to bring the guarantor and everything and all that. So they will let me go, but I should please come back tomorrow. But first, they will take me to go and see the Yanga. So I said, okay. So we got upstairs and we went to see CP Uche. Now, CP Uche and I have had a history. And I'm going to talk about that. Because one of the reasons why Very Dark Man came out today to grant that, to do that interview, is because I'm sure he has heard one or two things that I have done. Yes, I have filed a petition. And I have a right to. Once my right is being tampered upon, I will. If I fight for other people, why can't I fight for myself? Now, when I got into the office, he said, you said Marley killed Mohbad. Do you have a video? That's what CP said. And he wasn't looking at me, he was just looking away. And he strung his face when he was saying it. And I said, no, I didn't see he killed Mohbad. I gave the same aura for aura back. Then he just said, okay, they are coming tomorrow. Okay, wait till tomorrow. Then I left. Immediately I stepped out of there. And I was going, because mind you, while I was there, I didn't eat anything. I was there for hours. And me, I have ulcer-related issues, and I have gastric reflux. So I had to go take my meds, and all that. So my lawyer got a call and they said, they should bring me back. My lawyer said, for what? He said, CP Uche said he wants to ask me some questions. This was very late. My lawyer told them that, okay, I want to go and eat and use my medicine, because I'm not eating and I have ulcer-related issues. So once I'm done, if they need me to come back, they'll bring me back. So the later, when I went to the hotel, they later sent a message that I should not bother, I should come the next day. So the next day, we went out. We went there. When we got there, they asked for my phones. Now, the one when I went there, I gave my phones to the driver that brought me and my bag. So the second day, I did the same. I left my phones with my driver. So they asked me for my phone. I said, my phone is with my driver. What do you want on my phone? They said they want me to show them the video of DJ Splash. I said, The video of DJ Splash is on the internet now. You can check the internet. So they tried to look for it. My lawyer helped them. I helped them. When they saw the video, I said, okay. Then they started talking to me again. This time around, they said, Marley is not coming again, that he had a court case. I said, why did you, my lawyer was even upset that why did you guys agree for her to come today if you know that your client is not going to be available? She was here yesterday from morning till night. People are asking her to come today again and he's not here. You know, then I said, if they don't come, because that was the Thursday now. If they don't come on Friday, that I shouldn't worry, they will let me go and all that. So they started the cancelling again. The cancelling. They were cancelling, they cancelling me again, talking to me about letting go. You know, I'm about to be a grandmother. My daughter just got married. I don't need all this. I should just settle with them now. Marley. I said, okay, this settlement that you people want me to settle with now, Marley, what kind of settlement? Because that time when I left, we had gone to watch the video. And I had seen that. I did not say Marley killed Mohbad. I was talking about the bully. Do you understand? But when I saw CP Uche, I already knew it was. So I had to play smart. When I saw him, I saw his countenance, I saw his reaction. And I'll tell you what happened between me and CP Uche, even though I have already written a petition about this. I'm sure the right authorities would have received their petition, and the remaining ones that have not received it will receive it by Monday. When we had a case with Very Dark Man about defamation, Tonto was the one who contacted CP Uche, Define. At the time, Tonto called me, and CP Uche also called me to tell Tonto to exercise patience. Because Tonto felt that they were not, doing the job on time. Because the first petition that we went to write was not in their place. When I did that first petition with me, Tonto, Samklef, when he accused us of collecting 65 million. He said he has information. Someone gave him a first-hand information that me and my daughter sleep with the same person. He did a lot. He said a lot, right? So I flew into Abuja. He also did a video that day that always been invited, We got there, I wrote my petition. Him and Tonto even went off on each other, blah, 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 blah. When I came back to Lagos, because they said they were going to do proper investigation, they let him out, right? Polo told me to drop it, that I should leave him. I should just say no, I should leave him. Polo and I even had a serious argument on that. He said I should just leave him. So how can you ask me to leave him? Blah, blah, blah. He said, Iyabo, leave him. Just ignore this person. So I left that case. So even when Tonto was calling me back, you understand, I said, Tonto, let's leave this case. But we are different. So Tonto went ahead, and this time it was them. Uche. When he got them, CP Uche involved. You know me, I was not involved, but I had to write as a witness that because of the money that he accused us of collecting, it was 3 of us he mentioned, me, Tonto, and Samklef. So I wrote my statement. I sent it. So they asked me to come and write my statement. Polo said I should not go. I should leave it. But Tonto called me and said he doesn't know what is wrong. They're not inviting him. They're not doing the thing. She needs to get justice. She needs to clear her name. Blah, 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 blah. One day he came out, Very Dark Man, insulted the IG of police and said a lot of things about gayism and all that. A few days later, I heard he was picked. The next thing I saw it on social media that Tonto, Iyabo, and Samklef have picked up Very Dark Man. So I guess maybe the petition that Tonto made, where I also was a witness, and Samklef also made, maybe eventually they had used it to pick him up. But I had not gone to officially write my own. He was taken to court, granted bail, all that happened. Now, he did not stop. He released a song, insulting me, insulting Tonto, insulting all of us. I think then he came out, started insulting. I think Polo got angry. That when Polo got angry and said, this person should not talk to him, it was because Polo was the one that was telling me, don't answer him, don't do this, don't do a case with him. So I think one of the days that he insulted me and I said, Polo, you see now, you are telling me not to, but you see this guy is not stopping. I think that was when Polo now, said what he said. And then he started insulting Polo too. So I think there was this video he did where he insulted Polo, insulted Priscilla, myself, blah, 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 blah. Called Polo gay and a whole lot of things. And then Polo got angry and said he wanted to take up this case with him. And then he said we needed to go take up this case with him. I said, okay. So we did. We went to the branch in Lagos, the NCCC branch in Lagos, Nigerian Cyber, whatever, in Lagos, yeah. We met an officer there. We did the petition. My lawyer was there. Wrote everything. So they said they were going to invite him over. Polo said, I don't want you guys to lock him up. Just help me charge him to court. All these things that he's saying, let him go and prove it in court. Me, I don't want, please don't lock him up. Just invite him and charge him to court. I don't want any settlements. I don't want anything. Just charge him to court. Enough is enough. Officer Smart was the one in charge of that case. Called Polo and said, CP Uche in Abuja asked them to transfer the case to Abuja. Polo got angry, I got angry. I was like, I live in Lagos. Polo lives in Lagos. Can you be asking an elderly man to be coming all the way to do a case in Abuja? Then why do we have a Lagos branch? I said, no. So I picked up my phone, I called him. He said he was busy in a meeting, blah, 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 and I sent a message accusing him. I said, okay, why are you trying to, help this guy? Why are you stopping us from wanting justice? This guy is always coming out to say, CP Uche fine is his friend, is his brother, is his this, is his dad. I said, is this true? I said, this is what your office is meant for. Please, why can we not do it here? I still have the message I sent him. So I sent the message. And then he was angry, he called me and said, that they're accusing him of, that he's just like, because I already have a case with him in Abuja, he felt like he should join the case together. I said, no, the case in Abuja is separate. Tonto and Samklef, I'm just a witness in that case. This is Polo's case and my case. So it's a different case. And I said, okay, that because he knows what he's saying, but he feels that the boys there cannot handle it, and that if the case goes south, I should not call him. I said, okay, let it go south. I will not call you. But because we are not saying that they should lock him up, we are saying that they should charge the matter to court. We have to come through. You see, there's a cyber crime thing, and then they will charge it to court. We just need the case to go to court. That's all. But he was angry that I accused him of helping bury that man. And I said, okay, I'm sorry if you feel that way, sir. But I just don't know why. Do you understand? We have to be the one coming all the way to Abuja when we have a branch in Lagos. And I said, okay. So they invited him. He came and dropped a statement, and then they said they were going to get a court order and they were going to let us know about it. Maybe if they get the court order tomorrow. Polo was very angry. Officer Smart started calling me, talking to me, begging me to talk to Polo, that very dark man is sorry, that they've spoken to very dark man, that they've told him he's not going to mention his name again, that we should just let it go, blah, 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 blah. So I knew instantly. He already had said this person was his friend, and they were already preventing the case from being heard in Lagos, and now they are begging for me to drop the case. So I just told Polo, I said, Polo, the same way you begged me then, this one I'm begging you now. These people don't want us to do a case with that man. It's very obvious. So as long as he's not going to talk about us again or mention your name again, let us let it go. Polo said, no. I said, babe, let it go. Because these people, I can see that they don't want us to do a case with him. Except we now want to take it out of there and go and do it somewhere else again. And that time he was traveling. He had just a few days to travel. I said, so just travel and go and do your thing. Because me, I can already read between the lines. I can see what is going on here. So fast forward to when they now invited me and I now went to Abuja. I understood the game. On the very first day, his name was mentioned. I understood what was going on. I could link everything in a second. And I held my peace and I played along. So now, day 2, they said, they said I should go and bring a guarantor. Blah, blah. I brought, but later they did not even, they said the officers, Nema said there's no need, that they will release me on self-bail, they know that I will come, blah, 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 blah. No, that was day 2. So I left. Went out with Tonto, did snap, video, Even that day one, so after I finished eating and everything, me and Tonto, we all went out for a drink, but I just didn't post it. So by the time I came out, I already saw some blogs already carrying it that I was detained, I was arrested, I was so I knew that was the propaganda they wanted to achieve anyways. Maybe they were thinking that when I get there, I was going to do, I know, you get it. They will not say that I was rude to police, they will not detain me. Do you understand? So me, I already knew. I was just laughing. We went out with Tonto, we had fun. I posted it on my Snapchat. So day 3, I went there on Friday. They told me they will let me know when they land Abuja, when the Marley lands Abuja, so they waited, I think, around past 1 or 2, they asked me to start coming. So I got there, they called me out again, they spoke to me, all the people, in fact, there were like 5 of them, I think. There were about 4 or 5 of them. They called me, they started counseling me again, Madam, see, just, let it go, just, this, just chance something, just see how you can help him, just, So I said, okay. So he came. When he came, they asked him to speak. He gave his own side of the story. He said, I accused him of murder and it affected him, blah, 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 blah. I said, no, I did not accuse you of murder. I accused you, your team, of bullying this boy. And I asked, what did you do about it? He said, no, that let's leave the bully. Why did we not channel the bully, why did we not put all our energy into who killed Mohbad? Why were we channeling our energy on the bully and making it seem like it was that killed Mohbad? I said, nah, man. We don't have a video of how Mohbad died. We only have a video of how he was bullied. Now, how he died is left for the police people to do, the right authorities to do. I am not a police officer. What we could do, the strength I had, was to write, to file, to request for an autopsy. And Dan had to do with exhuming his body. I did the right thing. If they had cleared your name today from that corona inquest that you did not kill Mohbad, it was because of what I did. The letter I wrote and how I pushed for that. He said there, but I came out, I said and then it was there, it was not around. He gave you know, said his own story. And as a mother, I started feeling for him. When he was talking. And he denied ever bullying Mohbad. He tried to make me understand that Mohbad had mental health issues. So I said, okay, all that fights that happened in your house. He said it was Mohbad came with his boys and they started the fight. That they beat his brother also in the neck. I said, Mohbad just left his house and went with his friends to go and fight you. He said, yes, that there was a video, even Mohbad apologized, this and that. I said, okay, what about Sam Larry? And Sam Larry was there. Sam Larry said, oh, he owed him 2 million naira, and he first saw him in the club. When he saw him in the club, it was Mohbad that was even being rude to him in the club, that he didn't touch Mohbad, and then the one for the 2 million naira, he was going to go and buy yam. Excuse me, he was going to go and buy yam, and then he just saw that they were doing something. And normally when he goes to that beach side where boys used to follow him, you know, so when he just saw Mohbad, he just said, you are not going to be there today if you don't give me my money. That he wasn't that serious, he was just like joking with him, you know, and then the next minute, you know, that's, if I checked the video they did, that it was all a setup, it was all a plan. I said, so if you did not beat him, because that same day there was a video where he was in the car and he had bruises, and then after that you said even Lobatan, you guys went to eat. But I said, was Mohbad with you guys when you guys went to eat? He said no, that they didn't even want him to leave. It was not that helped Mohbad, you know, with the boys to leave and all that. And then the next day or so, whatever, he went to file a petition. That he was even shocked when he received the petition that he had to do a counter petition, and everything that we saw was a lie. So I said, okay, the video where you said, the voiceover where you said, what's he basing all station